Is nepotism wrongly defined by social stereotypes? Nepotism is defined as the act of using power or influence in order to get unfair advantages for relatives or friends. The word nepotism is derived from the Latin term nephew, with first documented instances having papal origins dating back to 1471. During that time, Pope Sixtus IV granted many special favors to the members of his family, especially his nephews. This practice of nepotism was further carried out by his successors. In the olden days, in the absence of institutions and universities to acquire skilled training, households were the institutes to shape the future and hone the skills and talents of the next generation, to train them, to pass on the skills as family legacy, thereby ensuring the continuity of family occupation or business. A blacksmith's son would become a blacksmith, as goes for a goldsmith, an astrologer or an artisan, etc. In modern times, nepotism is still prevalent everywhere around us, most commonly in the fields of politics, film industry, small businesses, etc. Any person who has achieved or built something painstakingly, with a lot of struggles, feels it is his prerogative to pass it on to the person of his choice, which naturally in most cases is their own child or a member of the family. Isn't this just a byproduct of parental love to protect your heir, to ensure a better future, and pass him or her the privileges derived from your hard work? There have been substantial debates on pros and cons of nepotism, and it is often tied with ideas of discrimination, poor work ethics, etc. While many have pragmatic concerns, questioning the very survival and success of businesses practicing nepotism, there seems to be tremendous evidence of success of nepotism, with 40% of Fortune 500 firms being family-owned. Let's discuss some advantages of nepotism. While nepotism raises questions on fairness, if practiced wisely, it can be a true asset. For example, a businessman's son or a daughter may possess many of the same qualities as their father, merely resulting from observing and growing up in an environment where business hurdles are often discussed with all possible solutions on the dinner table. Also, often by the mere virtue of lineage, as many qualities are inherited from parents. Hence, in many cases, recruiting family members can boost the performance, as well as retention of the company. If one cannot hire and trust a family member, who can he? While there are advantages to nepotism, it isn't without disadvantages. There are many examples of successful companies going bankrupt within a span of a few years, after the ownership and control being passed on to the next generation. A family hiring an incompetent or underqualified family member to run the show can be perceived as gross injustice by the other competent employees, causing dissatisfaction and lower morale, resulting in higher attrition rate and many other complications. An incompetent heir can drive the business to the ground, whereas a competent one can take it to new heights. We have a great example of the same closer home. The story of two sons of the founder of Reliance Industries, late Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani. After his demise, his sons divided the business equally. The elder son went on to become the richest person in Asia, and the younger one turned bankrupt, struggling to pay his debts. As businesses become increasingly globalized, it is crucial to understand how cultural attitudes towards nepotism vary between the different countries in which a business operates. While many countries accept nepotism as a norm, most Western countries like the US have a negative attitude towards the practice. Considering the multitudes of problems nepotism can create, many companies try to steer clear of any favoritism. But who would you like to see taking over the reins of SpaceX and Tesla, Elon Musk's kids? Or some stranger? Wouldn't there always be a certain degree of curiosity and speculation surrounding the future of celeb kids, thereby making them individuals to look forward to? Aren't we in a way endorsing nepotism? If yes, then is it that big a devil is often projected? Do let us know your thoughts on the same.